anticipated, and we're already starting to see that, especially for areas north of Knoxville. That's why I need you to be weather aware today. Rounds of rain that could lead to areas of flash flooding. Now we have a line of downpours that has been pretty consistent, stretching from Cumberland County up into Greene County. It's been rolling in this very similar location for most of the morning. Let's zoom into parts of Union and Granger County. We still have some heavy rain in this area. Notice that also the heavy rain that's near Norris. So we have more heavy rain headed in the direction of Union County and Granger County, and that's where we have the highest potential of seeing areas of flash flooding right now. Notice the elevated threat, including places like Maynardville, Rutledge, closer towards Bean Station. For now, this is the area of most concern, but we'll be watching for additional areas of some locally heavy rainfall as we head even into this evening tonight. Back to the plateau, we still have some downpours. Fairfield Glade, Wartburg, Sunbright, also pretty soggy. That's just more rain that's developing that's likely to move in a very similar fashion like we've seen so far this morning. So scattered showers and storms are anticipated through the afternoon into this evening. Rain chances will remain elevated, and some of the rainfall could be locally heavy. For now, thinking through the afternoon, the highest potential for rain and potential for flooding is really across the central part of our area. Eventually, this will shift a little further south as we head into tonight. So not everyone sees flooding today, but there could be some localized issues with high water as we head into tonight. I'll walk you through an hour-by-hour timeline and let you know when some drier conditions return coming up.
All right, thank you, Matt. And let's get a check of the forecast now. Matt is joining us, and all eyes are on this forecast because we do have some severe weather, or just some weather you really got your eye on.
We're watching the threat for flooding today. Now, I'm not expecting widespread flooding. It will be in localized areas where you see repeated rounds of heavy rain, and we're already seeing that this morning. I have been tracking heavy rain through parts of Campbell, Union, Granger County since about 4:30 this morning. Now, as a result, we have some flash flooding occurring in parts of Granger County. You can see the train of thunderstorms that is developing across the area. It stretches from Cumberland County right up into Union County, Granger County, and over to the Tri-Cities. It's all associated with a stalled boundary that is slowly going to push south as we head through the day. So this main axis of heavy rain will continue to push south through the area, and that's why the threat for flooding will be there as we just see repeated rounds of rain moving over very similar locations. Flash flood warning now in effect, including places like Maynardville, Rutledge, Bean Station, even northern Hamblen County into Hawkins County as well. This area, radar is estimating, has picked up between 2 and as much as 5 inches of rain here over the last several hours. This warning continues until 12:15. Here's the concern. Notice how there's more heavy rain rolling into Union County, so we're just adding insult to injury at this point. So the threat for flooding in localized areas is really going to come from repeated rounds of heavy rain. Right now, the highest flooding threat is through parts of Granger County and pretty close to the Morristown area. It's north of the city limits, but we'll be watching it closely. So do be mindful of flooded roadways. Always remember, turn around, don't drown, never drive through a flooded roadway. Next area I'm watching, southern Campbell County. There's also been a lot of rain in this area, and notice how our model's picking up on an elevated threat for some flooding, especially along I-75 near Anderson and the Campbell County line. So that'll be the next area that we'll be watching. Notice how there's more rain from there back down into parts of Morgan County, and still a few showers in Cumberland County as well. So additional waves of rain are anticipated into the afternoon. You can see why the flash flood warning has been issued in this area, say stretching from southern Campbell County right up into Union, into Granger County. Again, 2 to as much as 5 inches of rainfall estimated over the last several hours in this area. Everywhere else, we've had fairly limited opportunities for rain. We've been mostly dry. There's a lot of sunshine in Knoxville right now. That'll change, though, as this boundary continues to push further south. You can almost see the line of showers and storms that's developing, and that stretches back to Middle Tennessee. So as this boundary pushes further south, rain chances will be increasing. We have a tropical feel, so that's allowing for some tropical downpours. There's a lot of moisture in the air, so that's why we can see some pretty high rainfall rates. Right now, temperatures are in the 70s and 80s. Our warmest spots are where we have a lot of sun and very little rain. But scattered showers and storms will continue on right through the afternoon as temperatures climb into the mid-80s this afternoon. So the timeline here, we have the heavy rain in place right now. Notice though, through the afternoon, it continues to focus over very similar locations, including the Knoxville area closer towards midday. That continues into the later part of this afternoon. Tonight, the axis of heavy rain will shift a little further south, focusing in on the Southern Valley and the mountains until we quiet things down early tomorrow morning. So drier conditions are anticipated for tomorrow. a medium threat for flooding for the area, but let me break this down further. So it's closer to the I-40 corridor for the higher chances for rain and flooding through this afternoon. Then as that boundary pushes further south, higher chances for rain, higher chance for isolated flooding for the southern valley and the mountains. That's more so into the evening and tonight. So we will be tracking rain here for the next several hours. There is going to be a swath, a locally high rainfall totals of 1 to 3 inches of rain. We're already seeing that develop through parts of Union and Granger County, and that could also develop closer to the I-40 corridor as we head through the afternoon as well. So some locally high rainfall could lead to spots of flash flooding through this evening. Now, we will be drier and less humid tomorrow. Tomorrow morning should be really comfortable out the door, especially closer to the Tennessee-Kentucky state line. We'll wake up to the low 60s there. We will have slightly less humid conditions for the afternoon tomorrow. Moisture does build back, though, Friday and Saturday. That will lead to more rain, some of which, once again, could be locally heavy.
All right, thank you.